recognize his role as an attorney and in that role to fight for justice. Isn't that what she did? She was a powerful leader. Even though you and I always think of leaders like, oh, Franklin Roosevelt or General Patton or General Grant. We think of people like that who have these like high up positions. But sometimes behind the scene, there's another leader who causes them to be the best, right? That makes sense to you? I'll tell you who was another person who was a leader. Well, in the movie, in the documentary Paperclips, who was the one that set everything in motion? What's that? Principal, Linda Hooper, right? She set everything in motion. But once she got it in motion, she stood back and she allowed what? Yeah. She allowed the teachers to go, but she started it. And what about Harriet Tubman? Wasn't she a leader? Okay. All right. Role commitment challenge. All right, now. By the way, would you say that Charles Plum demonstrated the hearty attitudes? All right. Empathy, sensitivity, and sympathy. Oh, sorry. All right. Symbolism of water. You can look at water, by the way, in many ways, but I talked about it in class. I related it a lot to philosophy, because philosophy tries to do what? Dig deeper and deeper and deeper into issues. In the case of Lion King, you look, I think I mentioned in class, if you looked at the surface of the water, when Simba looked at the surface of the water, what did he see?
It's reflection.
Himself. Well, when he was told to look deeper and look harder, what did he see?
His father.
His father, which was his calling. Okay, much like Nelson Mandela's calling. All right, that makes sense? It can be used as a symbol to look deeper. What's the difference between sympathy, sensitivity, and empathy? Or something similar, okay? So if you've done it, it's happened to you, you walked in that person's shoes, you understand what it truly means. What is sympathy here?
Being able to, like, pity them or like, feel bad for them, but it's like kind of shallow. It's not, you don't understand it.
It's not negative, but it is on the surface, and it's sort of shallow. It's hard because all these terms kind of overlap each other, but why would West Point want the people that are trained to be military officers to be at least sensitive?
They want me to be able to move to action to solve people's problems.
Move to action to solve. Now, would you say that Mark Daly would be a sensitive, likely to be a sensitive officer? Yeah, he's really, want to hear about the concerns of all, by the way, you have a lot of questions that relate to Daly, not a lot, but a few questions that relate to Mark Daly and his test, so you want to, you should understand it. When he called people to his office, and the other soldiers put a sign, Mark's Tea Hour, well, what kind of issues did he deal with there?
Basic life issues, family, job,
Whatever was on your mind, right? Politics, philosophy, your children, problems you're having, anything. All right? Anything. So, that is a more sensitive officer. All right.
given the job as head coach, and he says, no, I don't wanna take the job as head coach, because at my old job, I was always passed up as head coach to someone who was less qualified, and this is what's happening here.
Yes, so he was sensitive to the guys.
He had experienced the same things.
Well, he had some degree of empathy then, right? Yeah.
And also remember the Titans, when, Coach Yost is upset that his daughter had to see the brick go through the window, and he, but then Coach Boone says like, well, now you have a taste of what my family goes through every day,
Yes.
So I think that like, he went from a place of just having sympathy, but now can have empathy, because now his family has went through it.
Sure. Good examples. All right. What is political acumen or political savvy mean?
Is it like understanding?
It involves understanding, yes,
What's the thing right now?
but it's more than that. Yes, David?
It's just like a model.
Knowing what's going on well enough to turn the situation to how you like it.
You gotta be a student.
Kind of like a mind
That
reading.
maybe you're right and the other person's wrong, but you gotta know how to be shrewd enough
It's
to
like
convince them or to bring the politics around to get the results you want. Because you can be argumentative and you're gonna end up being dead right. You've ever heard that statement? You're gonna lose, but you're right. So if you're right, but you know how to move the group, that's political savvy. Let's see if we can take an example of that we've seen in any of our movies, the political savvy. Yeah.
Well, the documentary, football one we just watched,
Riding the rails?
the football one.
Breaking the huddle.
Breaking the huddle when, the coach had USC come over.
Oh, there you go. Boy, I didn't think of that. That's an excellent example. He couldn't go out and do it directly, right? I want to bring African-American players on my team. So he knew. He was Riley, this is where he says, winning is everything to people in the South. If winning's everything, it's more important than whether we color the skin of our ball players. So we get beaten up by some players who are African American, they're gonna wanna bring African Americans on the teams they're gonna lose. That is political savvy. That's a terrific example of it. Good example. What do we mean? I told the story of the phrase supervision. Anybody? Yeah.
It was that you like drew a picture of the road of communication, and someone would stand up on like a high column or something, and like pedestal, and could see over like the dust, and could see when people were coming, and so they were like above everyone, so like the supervisor.
Yeah, they had supervision, they had better vision than the rest, right? And we, at one time in the American factories, they were gonna build these real high towers so that you could see down, like, they were like guard towers. Anybody ever been by a prison with the big guard towers? That's supervision. You're supervising the people in the yard or to escape. Well, they're gonna do that in factories where the people could stand out and be constantly watching everybody. Well, in a positive sense, you should have a mindset of seeing the bigger picture. A leader should see the bigger picture. That would be called supervision. St. Augustine's threefold present. Boy, when I ask you to go out and interview students, I'm really surprised that they don't remember this. I hope you all remember this with a file. What are the threefold presents?
Vision of the past, vision of the present, vision of the future.
Okay, we generally don't call it vision when we look back, but it's our current memory of the past, right? Everything is brought to the present, so it's a present memory. A present memory means we remember the things of the past. Why is it so important to know the things of the past? out of the past. People do things in organizations, sometimes they don't understand why they do them, they just do them, but they came out of the values of the past. Right? Okay. What is the next one? The next one's the present moment as we are experiencing it now. And the final one is a future as a present expectation. When you go into an organization, before you start trying to make judgments, talking to too many people, take the time to know the values of the past. Okay? Know the values of the past. Let me tell you, here's the secret about some organizations. You go into a building, how many have been into a company where you're planning to do an internship, or maybe where your parents own business, and there's a sign on the wall that says, this is our vision statement. How many have ever seen that? You know what's interesting? Ask people in the company what the vision statement of the company is. You know, a lot of them don't know it. They just show up for work. Or what are the value statements? What are the things you value the most in your organization? You'll have a company, will have a value statement on the wall. Nobody's ever read it, except the people that wrote it. Or they'll have a mission statement, and people don't even know what the mission statement is. Then they only preach what the future's gonna be. They don't know what the future is really intended to be, or should be. Does that make sense? Okay. What do we mean by the principle of contemporaneity or the contemporaneous moment? Gotta go way back to the years.
In the past, present, and future, you can like look at them all at once.
See them right here in the present. You see past, present, future, right here, right now, all at once. That's contemporaneous moment.